Coronavirus is a certain disease, is a certain virus that has been spreading throughout the world for quite a few months. And a lot of the doctors recommend us to frequently wash our hands or use sanitizers. But why? In this video, I'm going to try and explain why soap and sanitizers work effectively against the coronavirus. To begin with, we'll understand the structure of the coronavirus. Every coronavirus will have something that is called a bilipid layer. Lipids is just a very fancy name for fats in biology. Now, if we have a look at the bilipid layer, it is going to consist of certain coronalipid molecules. Coronalipid molecules. In this molecule especially, we can see that this is a hydrophilic area. This area is hydrophilic. This means that when water is around, this place gets attracted to water. Whereas this is a hydrophobic area. This is the hydrophobic area, which means that if water is around, this part of the molecule will do anything to go away from water. So in water-rich environments like our atmosphere or in water itself, what this virus does is it forms a structure similar to this, which helps in keeping all the protein spikes of the coronavirus tightly together, which is the main tool in getting stuck to our cells and causing the COVID-19 disease. Now, to understand what soap does to stop the coronavirus, let's have a look at the soap molecule here. The soap molecule again consists of a hydrophilic zone and a hydrophobic zone, which is again, this place is again made of fat zones. It's again a carboxylic acid group. Now, if you will have a look at the soap molecule and the coronalipid molecule, they look quite similar. And this is exactly what soap will do. It will act something similar to the coronalipid molecule, and it will try to enter into these cracks, into these spaces that is present in the structure. As it will try to enter into these places, it will compete for space, and just as it enters into these spaces, it will break the regularity of this entire structure. As soon as it does that, the corona molecule just falls apart. It doesn't stay together anymore. Since this by itself is quite a loose structure that has no sort of adhesion on its own and requires water around it to survive. As soon as that happens, what we begin to notice is these same lipid molecules will form their own circle. Of their own soap molecules and lipid molecules around the proteins inside the coronavirus. Now, where is the difference between the protein spikes of coronavirus and the proteins inside coronavirus? The proteins inside coronavirus help in reproducing the coronavirus, whereas these protein spikes help it to enter into a certain cell. Since viruses are dead organisms themselves, and they need a sort of host cell in order to work properly. So it breaks down the entire virus and takes hold of all these proteins inside the coronavirus. As soon as it does that, it will be stuck inside your hand. I'm drawing a rough diagram of our hand over here. Just to give us an idea, it's going to get stuck inside all the ridges present inside the hand. And that's where water comes along. Water helps in removing these bubbles of the corona proteins. And then our hands become clean. All of this will take 2 seconds to work. But doctors recommend 20 seconds of hand washing simply because our hands, if you may look over here, it seems quite smooth. But on a microscopic level, this is as rugged as the Himalayas. It allows all sorts of viruses to get stuck inside all these ridges, all the valleys and all the peaks that is created. And that's why 20 seconds of hand washing helps in removing all parts of the virus out. Now that's how soap works. But what about sanitizer? Sanitizer doesn't really work as trying to break apart the molecules, but instead acts as an earthquake. Now, as I mentioned before, coronavirus requires a water-rich environment to survive. This means that in water it is quite strong naturally, which is why just washing your hands doesn't help by any means. If you dry it in the atmosphere, or if you just keep it in the atmosphere, it stays stable due to the amount of moisture present in the atmosphere. But just imagine, so the components of sanitizer being about 70%, 70 to 80% ethanol. Imagine ethanol, an alcohol, just attacking a coronavirus. The entire hydrophobic effect, which is basically the same water-rich environment idea that I gave you before, the hydrophobic effect that is present doesn't exist anymore, since the entire molecule is surrounded by ethanol. And this causes it to just disassemble. Now, to give you a better idea of what I'm trying to say, imagine a house. House is made up of bricks and mortar, cement, as well as nails. Imagine I take out all the cement and all the nails, and just give a mild earthquake to the house. It will fall apart because it doesn't have any sort of glue. It doesn't have any sort of adhesion to itself. And it doesn't have anything from the outside to keep it stable. It will just fall apart, which is exactly what happens to the coronavirus. So the question now comes, which one is better, soap or sanitizer? Now we must understand another thing. Why do doctors recommend soap more? It's because generally we are now in a lockdown stage, so we're not going outside generally. This allows soap helps in reaching all sides of the hands faster, because that's the main problem. It will take 2 seconds for the virus to die, but to wash out, it needs to go to every inch of the hand. Your sanitizer as well as your soap needs to go to every inch of your hand, in your palm, in the back of your hand, between the fingers, on the fingers itself. And this is done easier when you use soap as compared to sanitizer. That is why generally doctors recommend soap instead of sanitizer. But sanitizer, as we all know, is much more convenient when used on the go. So I hope you liked this video, everybody, and I hope you understood how soap and sanitizer works. Thank you.